Lee found out when he was 12 or 13 that his father was gay. I'd kept it from him all these years, which was a stupid thing to do, thinking I was protecting him. And I said, well, we just didn't get on. That's why we broke up.
No one could ever blow your mind like Lee Priest looked when he was 21 years old.
Fucking nuts, right?
I walked in the gym and I remember like looking at him and saying, how is that even possible? He could barely walk, his legs were so big. And I think he almost downsized as his career went on, but he was massive.
Lee Priest's story is a tale of resilience, determination, and extraordinary talent that transcends the typical narrative of bodybuilding. From his childhood in Wallsend, Australia, to becoming one of the most recognizable figures in the sport, Lee's journey proves that greatness is achieved not by avoiding challenges, but by confronting them head-on. From the beginning, Lee was anything but ordinary. A happy and energetic child, he was known for his love of Superman. Being the shortest kid in the room, Lee endured taunts about his height, and cruel remarks targeted his family. At just 12, Lee discovered that his father was gay, which led to more ridicule from classmates who called him slurs and mocked his hobbies, like shaving his legs for competitions. Despite the pain, Lee used humor as a shield, becoming the class clown to deflect attention from his vulnerability. While many would crumble under such pressure, Lee found strength in the gym. Introduced to training by his grandfather, he developed an early passion for lifting weights. What began as a hobby quickly turned into an obsession. "I didn't do it to become a pro bodybuilder," Lee later said. "I'm just a guy that loves going to the gym. I love to train." This love became evident when, at just 13 years old, he entered his first bodybuilding competition. Against all odds, Lee won. Even his mother, who initially doubted his ability to compete, was stunned by his achievement. That victory marked the beginning of a lifelong journey that would see Lee defy expectations time and time again. Show a young Lee flexing with a physique that left seasoned professionals in awe. His genetics, combined with his relentless work ethic, earned him the nickname the Blonde Myth. Standing at just 5'4", Lee didn't have the towering presence of his competitors, but he more than made up for it with his aesthetic proportions in jaw-dropping musculature. His arms, in particular, became the stuff of legend, perfectly shaped, massive, and striated in a way that seemed almost otherworldly. At 19, Lee took his training to the next level, introducing steroids into his regimen. This decision transformed him from an already exceptional athlete into a true powerhouse. Dubbed the Giant Slayer, Lee competed against and often defeated much taller and more imposing bodybuilders. His victories included beating the likes of Ronnie Coleman, an 8-time Mr. Olympia. Ronnie himself admitted how difficult it was to lose to Lee, calling it one of the most frustrating periods of his career. "He was a little guy, and I was a big guy," Ronnie said. "Kind of depressing." Lee's confidence and competitive spirit were unshakable. He refused to see his height as a disadvantage, famously saying, "If a guy is 6 feet tall and has the same measurements as me at 5'4", that makes them the small guy." His ability to stand toe-to-toe with much larger opponents, proving that size alone doesn't determine greatness. Despite his dominance on stage, Lee remained grounded. For him, bodybuilding was never about the fame or the trophies. "I could come dead last," he said, "but as long as I look good and the crowd is happy, that's what matters." His love for training far surpassed his love for competing. He often emphasized the importance of patience and perseverance. Telling aspiring bodybuilders that progress takes years of hard work and consistency. "Some months, some years even, you might not see changes," he said, "but you've got to keep pushing. It will happen." Lee's journey wasn't without its struggles. The stigma surrounding bodybuilding, coupled with his personal battles, often made life difficult. But instead of letting these challenges define him, Lee used them as fuel to push harder in the gym. His resilience inspired countless fans who saw in him not just a bodybuilder, but a symbol of strength and perseverance. Today, Lee Priest is remembered as a legend in the sport. His incredible arms, aesthetic symmetry, and ability to outperform competitors much taller than him have earned him a permanent place in bodybuilding history. But more than that, his story serves as a reminder that adversity can be a stepping stone to greatness. Whether lifting in the gym or posing on stage, Lee Priest embodied the spirit of a champion. His legacy isn't just about the titles he won, but the obstacles he overcame and the passion he poured into every aspect of his craft. For Lee, bodybuilding wasn't just a sport, it was a way of life. A way to transform pain into power and dreams into reality.